Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Learning Hunt.
Today we will learn about pseudo property of CSS. So before starting the video, if you want to learn HTML and CSS, then my HTML and CSS full tutorial playlist link is in the description, or you can also get the playlist from I button. So these are the four classified pseudo element, as you can see that at your screen. The first list you can use for any link, the second list you can use in any common element, and the third list you can use in any form, and the fourth is used to declare any variable. So today I will cover only how to use pseudo element, and I use two pseudo element, that is before or after, and the rest of the pseudo element I will cover in my next video. So let's start without any further delay. So at first I create here a div element, and in the div element I create a paragraph. Okay, and in the paragraph let's write some paragraph. Okay, so here is I use the paragraph, that is the lorem 50 keyword I used here, and here as you can see that this is the new file of CSS, and I attach this file with this link tag in my HTML tag. Okay, so I change this title, that is pseudo property. Okay, now I save this file and let's press my page. Here is my page. Now you can see that this is my HTML page and my paragraph is showing. So I minimize my screen here. Now let's apply some pseudo element in our HTML. So before applying the pseudo element, let's give some CSS property in our div. So I give the margin. Okay, I give the margin, that is the 80 pixel, and left and right will be auto, and width I want 50% of the 50% of view height. Okay, so and the height I want for the div element is also the 50% here, as you can see that. And I also want the border of my div element is 3 pixel solid and blue. Okay, so here is, and I also give here the position of my div element is relative, so it will work here. When I refresh my page, now you can see that your div element here, the width and height of the div element is 50%. Okay, and margin will be the 80 pixel from top and bottom. And when you minimize the screen, then you can also see that here your div element. So let's go give some CSS property in our paragraph, that is I give here the padding, and the padding I want the 10 pixel from all side. Here you can see that our paragraph 10 pixel from all side, you can see that the padding. And let's apply the pseudo property, that is before. So I want to apply the pseudo property in our paragraph. So I first write here p, and then give the double comma here, colon, sorry, and write here the before. If you write here, after that write here the pseudo element before, you have to give the content here, and after writing the content, give the inverted comma and write here what you want to give the content in your paragraph. Just like I want here, I write here everyone, hello everyone. Okay, now when you save this file and refresh your page, then you can see that a hello everyone content will be appear before of your paragraph, as you can see that in your screen. Okay, so let's apply some CSS of that content. So I apply here the font size I want for my content, that is the 30 pixel. Okay, and display I want the display is equal to block. I want display is equal to block, then you can see that my font size of hello everyone is 30 pixel and display a block. You can see that here when I maximize your screen, you can see that the display is equal to the block. Okay, I also give the width of my content, that is 250 pixel. Okay, after the width I give the margin I want the 10 pixel and auto from left and right, and also I give here the font width, that is bold, then it's looking your content will beautiful. So I give here the font width is equal to bold. Okay, now save this file and refresh your page. Now you can see that your content will looking a little bit good. You can see that your content is in the middle of your paragraph. So I also apply the color so I give here the color I want, that is the red, and I want a border at the bottom of my content. So I write here the border bottom, and how many pixel I want, 3 pixel border, dashed border I want, and gray color. Okay, now here when I save this file and refresh my page, now you can see that my color of the content will be red and a dashed gray color border will be below of my content. Okay, in that way you can also create before and after pseudo property. So when you write here the P and I create, let's after the paragraph I apply some pseudo property. So after the give, you have to give the content. So if you do not give any content, then you just give the inverted comma and left the blank here, and let's code some here. So now I want to make a line, border line here in the below of my paragraph. Okay, so I write here the position is equal to the absolute, position is equal to absolute I want, and absolute, and I give the from the left it will be the 25% of the entire width of the div element. Okay, so my div element is the 50% of the entire width, 100 view height, but I want the position after, that is the inside the div element, then I want its position will be the 25% of the position of div. Okay, so after giving the position, let's give the width. So width I want the 50%. Okay, and height I give here the HEIGST, height will be the 5 pixel. I simple make here a border. Okay, and I give here the display is equal to the block, and let's give the background color, that is red. Okay, when you save this file and refresh your page, then you can see that with 50% of your div element width and the 5 pixel height border will be appear here. When you can see that when you minimize your screen, then it's a little bit, when you maximize your screen, then it's also the 50% of width. Okay, in that way you can deal with the pseudo element before and after writing the content. So let's see again for the div element. Okay, so I write here the div and give here the after. So I create the div element after. So I write here at first the content, and I do not want any content in there, so I just write inverted comma and left this blank, and I give here the width I want the 100% of the div element, and height I also want height. I also want the 100% of the div element. Okay, after giving the width and height, I give the border here. So border is equal to the 3 pixel solid and gray. Okay, I give here the gray color here, so the solid and gray, and I give here the position is equal to the absolute. And now I give the left position, I give the okay, so from left I want the 20%, okay, of the div, from the div element left position, previous position, and from the top I also want the 20, not 25, it's 20%. okay, here when you refresh your page, now you can see that a border box will be appear here. Now I applying some border box property, that is the box sizing, then it will give the border box size. Here when you refresh your page, then you can see that it minimize in a border box property, okay, in a size of border box. And I give here the Z index, I apply a Z index. So I want Z index is 2, and I also apply a transition effect in this. So don't worry about that, I will cover in my next video, not next video, in incoming video I will cover the transition effect also. So I write here the all, and I give the timing is 0.5 second and linear. Okay, when I save this file and refresh my page, then you can, my div after property is created. Now I again create a div before property. Okay, so I write here the before, and after giving the before, now I write here the content, and I do not also want any content here. Okay, so I just copy this all thing to save my time, and changing something, that is the border color, I want yellow, yellow, I want the border color, and I also add a background color. I also want the yellow. Okay, not I border color is gray. Okay, so the next thing is I do here, the position is equal to the absolute, it's same 20%. I give here the minus 20%. okay, here is the minus 20%, and the Z index I want the -1, and this is the linear. Now my before property is created, here you can see that, and now I applying here some hover effect in my div element. Now you can see that a beautiful hover effect is occurring. So I write here the div, then giving the column here, and I write here the hover. After that again double comma column, and after then I give comma div. Okay, I apply the same hover effect, so that's why I write here the both of the before and after element here. Now I want my top position is coming to 0, and also the left position is coming to 0. When you save this file and refresh your page, now when you, here you can see that when your mouse cursor is coming at your text, then the before property and after div element you create the border and the background, its top and left position is equal to the your div element position. Here you can see that when you come at the mouse cursor and inside the text, then when you can also maximize your screen, and you can also do that here. here when you mouse cursor you come at your text, then the background color here and the front side border is coming to your background div element position. Okay, so you can also apply some here the box shadow. Okay, so when you write here the box shadow and I give the 7 pixel from the for X sides and again 7 pixel for Y side and 9 pixel for how many for the spread our color, and now I give the color here that is the blue. When you save this file and refresh your page, now when your mouse cursor will come at your text, then it also appear a border box shadow here. So in that way you can deal with the pseudo element property, that is how to use. I hope you understand that what is the and how to use the pseudo element. So this is for today. If you learn something today, then give a thumb, press the bell icon, subscribe my channel, and if you have any doubt, then comment me.